Hello, everyone. It's me, Cynthia, and Azalea's here as well. She's off
Hello.
screen, and we are Green Girl Studios, and this is our Wednesday edition Magic Hour. Took me a second to remember what day it is. Oh, hello, my friend. Hello, June. Hello, everyone out there. Where's everybody coming from? We are streaming from Asheville, North Carolina, and we have just returned from our adventures in Tucson. And that was fun, a lot of fun. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. I can see my new light. I got a new lamp that's pretty cool. You should see all the lights in here. In about 20 minutes, I'm gonna get cooked, but it makes it so you can see things a little better. I'm hoping that this light is nicer and whiter. I had a lot of yellow light, so this is. It feels like it's a little brighter anyway. Hello, my friends. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Celtic Bath and Body. Hello, Nilda. Hello, Liz. Hello, Carrie. Carrie. Hello, my friends. All right. So today I am going to show some of the things that we picked up in Tucson. And some of the stuff it took me, what's today? Wednesday. It took me 2 days of sorting. So I'm not done with all the splitting. I had several messages saying, hey, I like the full strands, but I also like those portions. And so I kind of was hoping people buy the full strands so it'd save me the trouble of restring. But I don't mind, but it did take me a minute. And I didn't finish them all. Even with working really late last night, I did not finish. So I'm going to flip this camera around and I'm going to show you what I've been doing. Oh, hello, Melanie. She says, hello, gorgeous ladies. Thank you. That's nice of you. Hello, Pat. Oh, welcome home. That's nice. And Robin Rose. Hello. Hello. Well, we had such adventures in Tucson. It was so fun. And I feel like I'm so delighted to be home. Even though every time I'm in Tucson, I'm like, I could be here for another week. If I didn't have to think about Marty, when I say have to, I should say, if I weren't pining for my cat, the moment I leave him, then it would be easier. So I'm going to flip this camera around and let's see what I've been talking about. Oh, and where's the hashtag, my daughter? Where's the hashtag?
Oh, I forgot to put it up there.
So we got a giveaway.
I
Happening.
forgot to put it on the stream.
Azalea is going to drop in the whatchamacallit, the hashtag, because this is one. I bought this in Tucson probably, I don't even know how long ago, at the Pueblo, many moons ago. And it is a butterfly wing encased in glass. You can kind of see through it a little bit. And it's fun to look at them under magnification because then you can see the little scales because they're scaly, little tiles. So you have two giveaways. And this is one I use in my bracelets all the time. This is a little bronze butterfly. This is a good giveaway. I was like, man, I can put that on a bracelet right now. And then this one, both of these were in lives probably, I don't know, it was a while ago. This was in there, who knows how long ago. So these are the two giveaways, and we will pull two tonight. The process of this is, if you're here, you get it. If I'm just gonna redraw. I'm not gonna like hunt anybody down. My days of chasing are over. So that's how that goes. And if you don't have an outgoing order, we just ask that you cover the shipping. That just makes it a little. I can keep doing it because then it's not just $24 for one piece that I could try to sell again, and then on top of that, the shipping, it's just that it goes to somebody, you know what I mean? So that's what that's about. So yes, hashtag the butterfly. Remember, don't put any spaces or capitalization. This thing keeps on popping down. Woo! Okay, so it's the new light. And maybe I didn't tighten it all the way. Hopefully it doesn't fall down while I'm talking. Seems pretty sturdy. All right, I'm going to flip this and we're going to get at it. Get to it. We're going to get busy. All right. What's everybody been doing lately? Working hard? I know I have been. It doesn't seem like. So here are those things right here. So you can keep your eye on that. Two folks. At the end of this, we will draw them. So as the front, or maybe this is the side that's like this when they're, I don't know how that goes. I don't know which side. I think this side is when it's the back of the butterfly, and then it's this side when it's closed up like this, so it can hide and blend in. So we'll keep those right here so you can think about that and not forget. You might have to do it again. You know how sometimes we have to, the StreamYard gathering tool doesn't want to gather. Hopefully it will gather, and that'll be good. And we won't have to.
Problems this time.
We won't have to have so many problems. All right, so I'm going to show. What are we showing? What am I showing? Here it is. Azalea looked up at me real sharp.
What?
Like,
No,
what's
I didn't.
going on? Oh, that was just my what you call it. So I wanted to show, this is the $85 base kit. Too many things happening.
You just have a lot on your desk.
All right, I need to clean my desk. Azalea and I were talking about it. She was like, okay, we both know it's going to be a minute before you actually clean off your desk. It's not one of my strengths, I'm afraid, is being tidy. But you know what? Not everybody is, we don't all have to have the same gifts. All right, hopefully this light, it seems like, when I get a new light, I'm like, is it going to be good, or is it going to be where I have to mess with shadows? Looks like we'll see. I just adjusted. It might be too bright. Liz says, I've been busy. Made some watercolor paintings for Valentine's cards to send to friends and family. Caroline just finished vacuuming. That's good. Melanie's working and crafting. Oh, Connie. She's neighbors. Hey, Connie. Yes, good. I see you. Hashtag butterfly. Perfect. All right, that's my Libyan desert glass that I got from that rock star guy in Tucson.
He's so odd.
He was odd. He was quintessential Tucson. All right, I'm gonna get everything out of the way here. All right. Pat took off I didn't know you had a cast on, Pat. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I made 6 pairs of earrings. I can't remember the last time I made 6 pairs of earrings in a row. This is the necklace that I finished from Sunday. It looks pretty good. This is knotted in between. So this has some of the new things that are coming soon. I did not get around to this, but I surely did look at those last night with my optivisors on. You can see the color better. So I do like this light. It's a UV, not UV. What is it? It's not a daylight. It's LED. There's the words I was looking for. Oh, new shoulder. That's good. This probably feels good. That is so pretty. Those are the bundle beads. Caroline, that's part of the bundle beads. Let's get those out. Here's what we're talking about.
I had stickers on this so you can show them by tiers.
Okay, very good. Very good. Thank you. I'm going to go in for the zoom so that it's not showing everything and distracting. Maybe we don't need to go in that tight. Maybe. Looks pretty good. So this is the $85 tier. And let me explain what we have here today. This is a variety of shapes. I could actually separate these. There's kyanite. At first, I thought it was sapphire, and it was actually labeled as sapphire. And I was like, listen, I know my sapphires. And that's not sapphire, but it's beautiful and it's undyed. I'm going to show some of the ways we look to find if stones are dyed. These are those white, very good. They look, when I'm looking at it on the screen, it looks pure white. They are pure white, but they have a bright flash. It's kind of hard to see it with this. Maybe I'll back it up a little bit. We have some interesting lab cuts. These are a simple cut. You can see that I was on a mission. So what the point of the bundle is to find as many variety of new shapes and stones that we can that will fit within the budget. So this was the budget at $85. And I told Azalea, I said, listen, this is probably one of the best collections I've had in a long time, because not only did I get rubies in here, these are legit rubies. I'm going to show you with the light here in a second. But these stones here, those are emeralds. So I found emeralds that can go in there. Yeah, Carolyn says, wow, it's a lot of beads. The colors are refreshing. And this is, I mean, look at this chrysocolla, right? This is chrysocolla. Isn't this Isaiah?
Which one?
This one right here. This lighter blue. This, or no, maybe that's Amazonite.
Hold up.
Chrysocolla. There's two varieties.
Two different ones.
And this is kind of a rice-shaped labradorite. Looks really good. There's two colors of this. This one's kind of frosty. These are a higher quality. You could see they're just glowing. They're just succulent is a word that comes to my mind. I want to bite that. That makes me sound crazy, but you know what I mean? They're kind of jellyish. They have a pretty good glow. These have a blue flash. It's a difference. There's two different types of quality. This one's the lesser one. It comes from Mexico. I met the what do you call it? The manufacturer, the factory guy. Super nice guy. It's a family company, and he was telling me where they get the moonstone. And some of it, this was the more, I say it's not as good quality, but I think it's pretty good considering it doesn't have, like we have, they call it andalusaria here. It's another name for moonstone. But you get black flecks through it, and that kind of lowers the quality of it. These are moonstones. That's moonstone. This is moonstone. This one comes from Mexico. And he was telling me it's not as great quality, but you do get, like, I don't know if you can see this. Go up close. And you get that shine of it. It might be, let me see if I can block some of the light so you can see the blue shimmer to it. But anyway, those are, I feel like, pretty good. These are some really pretty quartz, natural hand cut. And yes, that is natural emerald right here in the middle. So where else? And I was telling us, I was like, for $85, are you going to get emeralds in the same tin, in the same collection as rubies, kyanite, quartz, really nice quartz. This is tourmaline. It's kind of unusual. It wasn't the greatest tourmaline, but it was a really pretty cut and nice color. These are some little real pretty frosty rosewater quartz flowers. I always look for these. I look for them because I love them, and they look good on a treasure necklace. And what else? Oh, so this is prehnite. Check this out. This is really good quality prehnite. What are the purple ones? The purple ones, these are rubies. Here, let's do the test. All right, so I've got this. This is a UV light. It's for looking at jade. And when you're getting to look at rubies, what you're hunting for is the glow. If they don't glow like this, see that, how it goes, that kind of orangey, kind of pink glow? That is the presence of chromium. And that shows that is, let's find something else that's pink. It's a pink stone that is not sapphire, or I mean, that's not something that would look the same.
Oh, something that looks like that?
I was going to show it, but
you had some of that strawberry quartz that looked suspiciously like ruby, but it didn't glow. I don't think it's in here. It might be on your other desk.
So that's, you can see that is legit. Otherwise, when it's not, you can get, maybe it's in here.
Oh, here we go. There's
All right.
pinks in there. They're like similar color.
So these are tourmaline, right? But they look if you're looking, sometimes it can be hard. Similar. But no light up. Connie says, how does the light work for jade? So the jade is, I forget what color it goes, but I think what they're looking for with jade is the transparency. So this side of the light, this is the side they use for the jade, is the white. Now, I have some jade here. The jade in, let's see. All right, so this is a little jade owl that's in the next. This is in the, what layer of the kit is this? Is this this is in the $200 one?
That's from 100 and up.
100 and up. So jade, typically when they're looking at it, they're looking for inclusions and things that will say, hey, is this legit? And if something is so perfect and there's not anything, and maybe there's an air bubble, that will say, uh-oh, that means this is cast glass. But so there, let me see, I can turn the light down a hair. You can check it for that. I think you can turn it. And there's another layer on this that shows it. I'll have to do a little more research and figure it out because there's several settings. This is a light for stones. All right, I'm going to scoop this up and put that back in. Where's my little bulldozer? Here it is. So I think this is a really good value. If we are working on the prices and it's not, there's a discount to buying it this way. So because we wanted a lot to fit in this in the $85 level. So in actuality, if I were to truly do the whole or the retail on this at a show or something, it would be like 120, closer to 120. All right, so what's the next level is 100?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is the 100 level, and this one included this chrysocolla, big chrysocolla, and check this out. So I broke one when I got back home to check it out. And you don't always have to do this, but sometimes it's good to, kind of check it out, see if, So everything that was in the $85 kit is also in this one with some additions. All right, so this is inside one of those beads, right? So when you first look at it, that you might be tempted to say, wow, is that legit? Because it's awfully brilliant. It's awfully bright. So the lot, we're not doing a lot number. What I'm doing here is I'm showing what we provided for the levels of kits. We did a pre-sale of these bundles, and that gave me a budget for these. So when we sold, I think 27 of these, I want to say.
I think it's 28.
28. And I think that was it. I don't think that there's even one more left. I made extras and they sold. So I made a few extras and I had some emails come in of people wanting them. So they were claimed right away. In future, if I have a kind of it's hard to know how many you're going to sell.
Because you don't want to spend money in Tucson only to sit on it.
Yeah, I can't afford to go out there and buy thousands of dollars worth of beads and then just be like, okay, here they are, and then
they're not hidden.
And then I end up then I can't do this anymore because then I'll have sit on the beads that I spent a lot of money on. So I have to be very thoughtful and really consider what I purchase. So this is the chrysocolla. This would be considered A grade. The color is there. It's really like striking teal and turquoise. It could be like, it looks like a deep turquoise, but like as if the concept, like the saturation were turned way up. And that's what it looks like on the inside. So I know like it's a little bit less brilliant, but when I put a little bit of I had some lotion on my hands before I went on, and you can see that with a little bit of water, even, I'll spray it with this to show. that's the actual color. It's not dyed. Because that's like my nightmare is to say, oh, look at this and spend a lot of money on a strand and then get it and it's something else. It's dyed and it's not the real thing. And you know, that's a horrible feeling. I like to shop for people that I know that I bought things in the past that I don't have to be like, well, last time they sold me stuff and it wasn't they said it was. So those folks are to be avoided if that happens. So I haven't had that in a while. So anyway, the addition on this one was, I believe, let me see.
Which one are you looking at now?
The $100 level. I think that has more of.
That has the owl and the chrysocolla.
The chrysocolla and owl as the addition. I'm not going to put that broken one in there. That was just the one that was in there. So, Azalea, I told you that we should have made more because now there's people going. I see Sandra saying, I would like a $100 box. I know. Pat says, I thought they were just 85, never looked further, but happy with this. I just made myself a cocktail with kombucha and orange juice. I know that sounds to some like not that great, but I tell you, I really like it. It's good for the digestion. So the 150 level now has these beautiful yellow quartz carved, big size. Check those out. Aren't those delicious? And
the rose quartz.
Mm-hmm. This was a particular favorite right here. So this is the 150 box. So the 150 box has everything the 85 and 100, but with the addition of these really delicious nuggets. And we met the actual carver. So we were really happy because that meant for us that you get the very best price. There's no, what they call it, middle markup. So it looks like there's several in there. And look at how pretty that is. Beautiful quality. I think these are even better quality than last year's that we found. We're really hunting for nice, very low inclusions, very clear, nicely drilled. So I didn't even, if the stuff wasn't drilled well, I just kept walking. Ask Azalea.
Yeah, we checked.
I would just be like, no. Give me that strand. And I'll show you how to test for how you look. Well, I don't see a strand handy, but maybe I will have some in a minute if I unbury this. Oh, and then here, I forgot. Also in the bottom of this are some briolettes. Now, some of you might be wondering, hey, how come you didn't bag up these things and do this the same way that you do these? The reason being, if I did the whole thing and put it in like this, it would take me like weeks. And then I couldn't do this for this price. Half of it is that we can package it up all together and we could just take a picture if you want to know what it is, if you're not remembering what that is. So this is one that I am a find that I was super happy with. This is the pink moss amethyst. So they have little striations. They're different colors. And there's a few in there. I don't know how many are in for each, but enough to play with, enough to make earrings, enough to, just experiment with and see if you like it. And if it is something that you like, you can shoot me an email and say, hey, I loved these, or how can we get more? And I can email the carver and see if we can have more shipped from India. I think these came from India. So that's a 150 box. All right, let's look at the 200 box. So this one has everything that one had, right? With the addition of this. This is something that's extremely special. And if I had more money, I would have bought so much more, but that's how it goes. So this is water buffalo from Bali, hand carved. They're all slightly different. This is the $200 collection. So in that, you got everything that was in the 150, and you have a few more items that are in there. The box is a little heavier. There's a little bit more happening in there. And the big prize of the lot is this carved bird, and it's so special. Wendy says there were bigger boxes. Okay, so there's a drop down menu. So next year, Azalea, we're gonna have to skip the drop down because it seems like the drop down menu throws folks off because I'm seeing a lot of comments that said there were bigger boxes. I only saw the $85 one. So that's okay. That explains why I only sold like 5 or 6 of the big 200 boxes because I feel like last year I sold a bunch of those. But anyway, this comes with it. My friend is retiring. I will not be able to get these in the next. He's going to keep trucking for as long as he can keep going, but he's at the age where he wants to, close the workshop. It was on, Wendy says, I scrolled to the bottom. It wasn't a separate listing. It was in a drop-down menu. So look how beautifully that's carved. And you know what this is going to sound so crazy. So, actually not crazy, but we went to this vendor's booth like first thing. And I finally got some of these because there's a gal that comes in. She always shows up right at the beginning of the show. And she gets all the spread wing bees, and all of these, she buys all of them. So I only see this guy once a year, and I have that time to get. So I try to see him the very first opening hour. And for the first and only time, I beat that gal, so I was able to get these. And she showed up, and she got the rest. So I don't know. I might be able to if I maybe call and find out what the schedule is, but he only ships like once or twice a year, so I have to get on the shipping list. So if there's any interest in getting one of these, I can put you on a list. Yeah. Oh, Robin says, I learned the hard way about the drop-down box last year. Yeah, we did the same. I see a lot of people say I didn't notice the drop-down box. So we'll do a separate listing in future for that. So this has a lot of pretty much, okay, so everything the same, and the only other addition it looks like is, what was the addition to this one? Was it more of the Chrysocolla and some, it looks like I see in here, Peridot, if that's correct.
That's in all the tiers. The addition for the $200 bundle is just the bird.
Perfect. It's a treasure. And they're all a little bit different. Liz would like to be on the list. I will for sure get on there and message my friend. So that's those are the bundle boxes. I feel like they were really good this year. I was really happy with how they came out.
And they'll be shipping within like the next couple days.
Yeah, so Azalea is going to be shipping all this week. All right, so let me show you some of the newest things on our trunk show. So in past, I have done lots. So this time, at the risk of losing folks to the internet, we decided to put them on the trunk show page instead of doing lots. So this is the rainbow, sapphire, and ruby. So another note, there are pink sapphires and there are rubies. They're both in the corundum. I always want to say conundrum. It's very close. But the difference is pink sapphire is a brighter, more pale pink, and it will not fluoresce. You see, these are not pink sapphires because they are glittering under that with the, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe it's this way you have to look. There, you can see that. That's just the presence of the chromium. So these are on the trunk show page.
I'll drop a link in just a second.
Azalea will drop the link. These for this, the coins. This is a half strand, and I bought 2. So these are $75 for this. These are very good quality. The holes are large. Look at how big these are. Yeah, consistent. Look how they're just loose on there. A good variety. Okay, so those are the coins. It's a half strand for that. So I'd heard folks say that they were interested in partial strands. This is a half.
All right, so
You went past it.
No, they're right there. So since I don't know how to organize our trunk show page yet, you might just have to scroll down just a little bit to find the new stuff. I don't know why it won't sort. I can't figure it out. My bad. But if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll find all the stuff that we showed tonight as full listings on the website here on the trunk show page. And there's a link for that right there.
Okay, so this was also in the boxes, and I told as though I'm like so into these. They also have large holes. You can imagine it very easily on a treasure necklace. So you can see why that would be very exciting for me. Pat says, is there a lot number? These aren't going to be lots. They're just going to be up on the website. Azalea loaded up the site and put them on there. That way there was no confusion. We had several folks asking about lots because they put a lot in the comments section, and then were like, hey, I commented on that and I never received it, or received an invoice, or received anything. And there was like, I don't know how many comments. It wasn't a lot of comments, but it was enough so that I thought, hey, maybe we'll make this simpler, and then we won't have to compete, and you can just get it, put it in your basket if you want it. And then, there isn't like a rush. You know what I mean? All right. So these, for this strand, it's on the website, as I just dropped the link for it. These rubies are, let me see, would you price them? Is this it? The large ones? 30?
Which ones?
Is this considered large?
Those are the octagons.
Oh, I didn't see you wrote large.
Yeah, large is the larger ones. Those are the octagons.
Oh, no, those aren't the large. These are the large. Check these out. Caroline says, I see them on the website. Scroll halfway down the page. We haven't figured out how to organize it. That's the only thing.
It won't let me shift them around. It won't remove the listings or anything. All I can do is remove the ones that are sold out, but it won't let me organize anything. I have no idea how to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a sort button on y'all's side, like sort from newest to oldest. There might be a drop-down thing for that on that page, but it wasn't there for me.
Yeah. So these are the big rubies. These are 30. They're kind of a unusual cut. These would not be considered. This would probably be like B grade, BC grade, because gemstones are graded on cut, clarity, and color. What did I say? Cut, clarity, color. Yeah. So here's a good example of that. These are more expensive because look at the color is more rich. These come from India. They also have a nice big hole. You guys are probably like, man, she's kind of obsessed with the bead holes. Well, I work a lot with this type of stuff, and it's no good to me on if I can't use them. That's no fun. So let's check these out. See the color shift on that, or not color shift. That's to show that the fluorescing, so that it's not tourmaline or something else. That's the show of ruby chromium. And these are higher quality. These rectangles are $39, which is a fantastic price. That is, I think this is a fourth of a strand, if I'm not mistaken. So I broke down a bunch of strands. This is half, because there weren't many on this one. And I did a half or a quarter strands. It just didn't look like that much. But, so there's only, I think 4 of these, because I only broke it down in halves. Okay, so these are the other rubies there. Okay. What else do I have here? Oh, and this is the green amethyst, or praesiolite. I think y'all remember me talking about that. Maybe if you were on our Sunday, I was showing these. And I added that. Here's one on my necklace. I found the smallest on the portion. I kept one of these for myself. And now I'm kind of regretting. I wish I got more. That's the thing when you shop, is that you have to kind of strike while the iron is hot, or the fire is hot, because sometimes you go back and you don't find it anymore, especially with weirdo things, Like, I have never seen these cut this way, and so I bought like 12 strands, and I have a lot in my collection. I'm like, I'm never running out. As I was like, do you need that many? And I was like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because I'm going to load up my necklaces with them. I love them. They just feel magical. So this is that praisiolite, or green amethyst, and you can see the difference between, let's see, where's some clear quartz. So clear quartz is good, water clear quartz. Really nice quality. But you can see the difference, right? There's a little bit of a green sheen to this. Light makes it look like they're like, oh, it looks the same. But there's ever so slightly a seafoam green tinge to the stone, which is why I love it. And also, it reflects the light, or refracts it, almost like, well, you don't want to say like Herkimer diamonds. Herkimer diamonds are a type of quartz. They're not actual diamonds, which will actually, you know what, that's a good segue, because I can show, this took me my whole life to string these. But I have here little 1-inch sections of diamond beads. Aren't those so charming? Yeah, I love them so much. Let's see if I can get that to show. I'm going to go in a little tighter. Make some space. I'm going to try and zoom. Yeah. If you ever wanted to work with diamonds, you have 1 inch right there of diamond crystals. So these are not cut as much as they are just drilled. Yeah. How much are these? Let's see. Okay. These are 60. I know it's a lot, but it's actually not that much for diamonds. These are diamond crystal. I got a good deal from my friend, and they're drilled well enough where I got them through fine softlex. So they could be put on fine softlex. They could be put on, what's that really small 28 gauge wire. If you ever wanted to work with them, now's your chance. You can put them on a bracelet. You can put them on, maybe like this would be kind of cool. A little wire wrapped ring if you're a wire wrapper. That'd be good for it. And it's different, like the way that the light reflects. Here's one thing you can tell a real diamond from fake diamond is in like moissanite or CZs. They have, I think I have some over here. No, I don't. So a CZ will have a rainbow shimmer, like the light will reflect it, and it'll have like little rainbows. So CZs and moissanite, when you look at them, if they have the reflection is like rainbow, that means CZ or moissanite. If it's white, if the flashes are white or silver, like this, you look at it and you see there's no iridescence. It's a sharp, hard sparkle, the hardest of all sparkle. See, it's white. That's how you can tell a real diamond. And Wendy says, how would you use those? What would you put them with? You know, what I would say, if I were to get this and I was looking at this and saying, I could break this down. You could do, if you've ever seen those earrings that are the threader earrings, you could use this much of them and use like like a little, just put them on on a little bit of chain or wire and let them be, that's the thing. Or you can even just put, I made a necklace for myself that was just crochet necklace with all sapphires. You could put a section of that, or you could just say, hey, this has diamond on it. And then, that's, people get bewitched with the idea of diamond. I get bewitched with them. I mean, I bought these and I thought, oh, I do not know if I'm going to be able to move that. I don't know if I'm going to be sitting here with diamond beads, but we'll see. You never know what people are going to want. I mean, I want them, so chances are other people will. And, it's fun to use materials that seem really luxurious and fancy. And that's, life is short. Why not? I mean, if you think about it, some people will spend tens of thousands of dollars on one stone. Like I bought a stone for my wedding ring 20 some years ago. The stone was not even a full, I don't have my ring, but it's downstairs. My hands swell and I can't wear it right now, but it has a small diamond on it. But that diamond itself, just a diamond. Oh, I know. I can show the size of it. It's like one of these. And it's flat. So rose cut means it doesn't have the same weight. It was like this size.
How much was it?
It was like $200. But so you have to remember, that was $200 20 some years ago, friend prices at below wholesale. So if that were retail and I did not spend as much because I bought some other things, actually it's probably closer to like this one. So it's a kind of a shallow table. When you have a brilliant cut, that means it's like this. It has the deep V. That adds weight and also adds sparkle. So when you look at your diamond, when it's up high, set up high, it's a little bit deeper and you get a more sparkle, but it's also heavier and they cost more. So I had put mine was like that size, and it was like $200 for this little itty bitty, and it's like like maybe a half a carat. Who knows how many? Wasn't that many. And it was on the weight. It's based on weight. Oh, Pat says there's extra fine soft flex too, maybe called extreme flex. Yeah, I think that would work for sure. I think that just using a few of them. Now, what I've done, I don't know if I need to find my sample, but what I've done with it is I've put them on little pieces of wire about this long, and you can imagine. So I put one, pretend like this is wire. Well, it is wire, but if it's the scale of the diamond. And I've added them to my necklaces. And so they were like this. And then I'd flatten the wire all the way around and then just roll it. So this is rolled. So it's like a rolled jump ring that I made. And it just spins and it's like the sugar on top. In fact, I think, Azalea, I can go get those little things of diamonds and all if you want to take over for a sec while I go get them and some of that wire, and I can show how to do that real quick.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, daughter.
All right, you guys. I am gonna be honest. I have not been paying that close attention to what she's been doing and talking about diamonds. I don't really know anything about diamonds. I am not a gemstone expert, but I will yap about what I'm working on right now. I'm making a little bracelet. I'm practicing peyote stitch. This is what I've been doing the whole time she's been talking live. I know I could make myself useful and be like commenting and sharing and stuff, but I'm not. I didn't. I've just been doing this. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what to talk about. She just wants me to take over so she can go show off her diamonds. But she's back. I don't have to yap anymore about whatever I'm tomfoolering around with.
Oh, did you show your ring?
Just show my peyote stitch.
Oh, it looks good.
Thanks. Kind of ran out of stuff to say.
Oh, perfect.
Not paying
Perfect.
attention.
Yeah, now I have to find that silver wire. Maybe this will work. This looks like silver. Let's see if it'll fit one of these. Everything is not where it should be. We were just discussing like how I've lost so many things in my studio lately. And I don't know if this happens to anyone else, where you get to a point where you're like, there's too much on my desk. I can't even see straight. Just me, I guess.
I think it's enough my desk too.
Yeah, I'm going to cut a little bit of this wire. I have some of this wire here. Looks like silver. Where are the cutters? That's like the refrain, the constant refrain. Where are the cutters? Do you have the cutters?
Goofy.
And you know what? No lie, I probably have 7 pairs of... Can you look at your desk and see if they're on there? Because this makes it hard to do this without any cutters.
I don't have them. They're probably still downstairs.
Perfect.
What were you working on?
There's too much over here. Well, give me something to cut this. For real.
How about these?
Okay, don't... What is that saying? Don't do as I do.
Do
So,
as I say, not as I do.
All right, I just cut those with scissors.
What did you cut?
Wire.
I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
if my projects are not, if they're not, what do you call it? If it's not where I can see it, then I am not going to be able. I forget it exists. So I'm going to put my optovisors on wherever that is, or my glasses. The other refrain: where are my glasses?
Velma.
Where are my glasses? Where are my optovisors? Let's see if this fits. This is 26 gauge. We'll see if it fits. I'm going to go for a small one. Caroline says, my projects are in stacks of paper plates. Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Paper plates. All right, this is too thick of a wire to go in there, I think. I don't want to force it. All that running around and I couldn't even find it. Is this the right one? And then I store my wires like this. So then it's not labeled, and I have to just guess what it is. Yeah, that's not awkward at all. All right, we'll try it with, see if this one is. This looks like 24. It's even bigger. Well, I'm going to have to order the wire because I don't have any more. I guess I've lost it in my studio. So that was kind of weird. Arlene says, you're making me feel much better. Stacks of in progress all over. Well, I have them. I don't want to show it because you guys will have nightmares. But my stuff is stacked in baking trays. I'm a big fan of the baking tray. And the projects get stacked in there. And it is very difficult to find things when it's not... you kind of have to go have a day where you go in and clear them out or finish them or donate it or whatever and make room for new things. And it is well and truly time. You can see my palette. Check that out. That's a good palette. As I look down at that, I think, man, that's really beautiful. So these, I would say, as I look at them, I love them. But how about what's today? It's Wednesday. How about on Sunday we do a thing where I show how to use some of that, and then that'll make a little more sense. I'll have it all prepared. I didn't have it prepared now, so I did not gather, and I don't even think I have any of that wire because I never I haven't done wire wrapping in such a long time. But it is a good one for wire wrapping. Oh, you know what else would be good with is head pins. Oh, I know what we'll do. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll make head pins with fine wire, and we'll put them on this. So I'm going to order the wire this week. I better write that down. Azalea, can you remind me?
Wire?
Fine wire. The finest of wire. I'm going to look it up. Find it. All right. So these are all on the website on the trunk show page. I did not do lots this time. But these are partial strands. I'm going to get to the rest of them. I know that y'all are waiting on the Tanzanite, and I have not gotten around to that one. That's kind of... You can see I did sort of the bigger ones. And then these. I did a lot of the big beads. The small beads, they are not my favorite to restring, and I have to like muster myself to do it. So be patient. I better put these diamonds in something that I'm not going to lose them, because that can happen. I'm going to put them on my desk so they don't get lost. I've been losing everything lately, and it's making me so crazy. So crazy. Oh, so the last thing I wanted to show before we wrap it up is my little guidebooks. I found these in my collection. I'm going to back out here, back up the truck. I'm zoomed in too tight for this. So way back when, someone was telling me, they were like, oh, Cynthia, it was Diane. She was saying she wanted to come to my house. She kept telling me that we didn't know each other for a long time. And I was like, Diane, this was in Tucson. Like, Diane, we've known each other for like 20 years. She's like, no, I'm telling you, we haven't. And I was like, I'm telling you, we have. I remember. And we went back and forth. It's kind of a pointless argument because does it really matter how long you've known someone? I guess it doesn't. But anyway, oh, Carolyn said the rectangle rubies look like they have a lavender tone. They're definitely on the cooler side. They are on the cooler side of pink. So this used to be my catalog. Look, a guidebook to little magical things. I used to have this made. And you know what? It was funny because they were like, you can pick the tone or the print color and a secondary color. And I picked silver. Oh my, I think this is, so I hand drew this. Oh, and my friend Jessica Weasel did all the lettering for me. Can you imagine like how big the book would be now? This is how many beads I used to have. And so these are my very first ones. I don't know, I organized them. I just drew and had all I don't have that one anymore. Isn't that fun? Oh, and I don't have that one that has been gone a long time.
Which one?
The Cyclops. Oh, yeah. Azalea, Clem says, I sent you an email. Please see my comment above. Okay, before shipping. Yeah, I think I found something that would be good for Clem on my journeys. I'll make sure to put that in there. So this is all I don't have these anymore. This is what my friend Brenda Schwader sent this to me. She's like, I thought you might want to see this. So this is from 20 years ago. Actually, closer to 26 years ago. This is my first catalog. And then this one's been gone a long time. Mystery Net.
I just packed some mystery nuts up yesterday.
Toadstone. And then some of the lore.
Yeah, what's the lore behind Mystery Nut?
You know what? There's plenty of room to put it. It's actually like a hop. You know what? I've just been sitting here talking. I looked at the time. It's 54 minutes. And I just looked and I saw another hashtag. And I was like, what's that hashtag for? Oh, yeah. I'm going to do the, what you call it? Oh, and then you know what? There's like, it's like chock full of the quotes. I forgot about that. She did such a good job with her writing. I loved her writing. So and then look at how I did this. So in that time, most of my pewter has not gone up. I don't even know how I can afford to do this anymore. Isn't that crazy? That was, look at that, 20 some years ago, and I only went up $1. Oh, and get this, I put in my home address. And you know what? I had people showing up. Oh, look, and this never made any sense. I forgot I did this. Beads without an S&B or pewter. Bronze with this are available with blue patina. Ugh. I'm glad I don't have that. I don't do that anymore. I'll show you volume 2 on another day. That's volume 2. That'll be we'll have that to look forward to on Sunday. Oh, and here's a clasp I'm thinking. What do y'all think about this? Is that goofy? Liz, oh my God, it was so horrendous. Liz says, wow, I bet you got so many phone calls. I wore a headset. People used to come to the house at all hours. And I was like, this has got to stop because it wasn't working out for me the way I thought it would. As you can imagine, it did not work as intended. So check that out. Would you think that'd be cool? This is how I design a clasp, y'all. I make a necklace and I'm like, what would look good with this? What would look good? And I draw it and I try to imagine it. I already have this, but I kind of thought maybe I'll change the shape a little bit of the bird. You know, I love a bird toggle. I don't know why, I just do. Works great. Any ideas that you think would be good? Part of me thought, hey, maybe I might want a mermaid or something and make something that's really sculptural because I haven't done that in a while. That's why you see me doing this because the buttons work so well for it. All right. Oh yeah, let's do this. Azalea, let's do it. I just reminded myself. Let's do the
let's pray
giveaway.
that they didn't drop our giveaway thing
Okay.
and be like, you have to redo it now. Right? All right, here we are, y'all.
All right,
Get
get ready. This is for, let's do this one for the
Butterfly wing.
butterfly
Pendant.
wing?
Yeah. M. Okay, comment if you're here, M.
If you're
I don't
here,
know what your full name is, so you might have to send us an email so I can ship this to you. The butterfly wing. Is that showing it? Can't
Is
see
it showing it?
You have to click on the other one. This one right here. M, if you're still here. Yeah, M is still here. Send us an email for your giveaway.
Yes. Right here.
So for the second one, let's draw again.
Okay, so this is for...
Why is it doing this? Get out of there. Here we go. Drawing again for the butterfly button.
Okay, so this is a button. Cynthia.
Yeah.
Let's see, is Cynthia here?
Let's see. Comment if you're here, Cynthia. Send us an email if you're here.
If you're here.
Or just comment if you're here, and then you can send us an email later to get so we can ship it.
Yeah. And then you can make a bracelet or something. I saw her here earlier. Let's see. I don't see her name. Is she here? I'll give her a few minutes.
That looks so good. Is this the one you did in the airport?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Well, I don't see a comment from Cynthia. Maybe she's not here anymore.
Maybe she went away and did something, or maybe she's in commercial. So I hesitate to... Should I do it again, Azalea? Because as soon as I do it, then the person's going to be like, or Cynthia will say, hey, what's up?
I don't know.
We'll say, how about another... Should I give it another couple minutes? What do you
I don't think she's here.
Well, we have so many more people than we did.
Well, let's just draw it again.
Okay, we'll draw again. Sorry.
Linda. All right, comment if you're here, Linda.
Linda, if you're here. This is the stressful part of this, for at least for me, because I am so horrified at the idea of someone then, because then I'm like, oh, I only have 2 of those.
For what?
Well, this, I have 2 prizes. I would love to give prizes all night long. Of course, I'm not the one shipping them, so I can say that.
Comment if you're here, Linda. For this bronze button, butterfly button. I need to update our set of my banner rules. Remember when I used to talk about the lot sale? I need to make a new one about this so people know to stick around to the end.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's kind of inefficient if we have to track over some folks down.
No, it makes it fair. You know, if you're gonna win a giveaway, you have to stay to the end. Well, I don't see any comments from Linda either.
How many minutes was it? 2 minutes?
It's been like 2 minutes, yeah. Or 1 minute, maybe. Maybe No, it's been 2 minutes. I don't know. I'm not seeing any comments.
We see all of the comments from YouTube and from Facebook because we're using StreamYard. So that means that we get all of them. We get all the comments. We can see everything. But part of it is I know that there are commercials. So if you're getting a commercial at this time and then you come back and see it and you're like, what? That to me would be not that great, especially since I see that there's 50 some people on. I see Gumna. I'm Melinda. Well, I do. That's pretty funny.
Valid. Entirely valid. Yeah.
It is valid. All right, let's just do it again.
All right, one more. We're going to go one more time. All right, you guys, comment if you get it.
Is this more fun or less fun than when we had the guessing game?
The trivia was hard because I had to prep like hours in advance to write that stuff down. Lorraine. Okay, I know Lorraine's here. I just saw Lorraine a second ago comment. Yeah. Yeah, Lorraine was. I just saw a comment from her 4 minutes ago. So, YouTube puts commercials on the replays. YouTube sucks.
No, don't say that.
It does.
No, I love YouTube.
As an app, as a website, they have downgraded a lot. A lot of programs have. Oh yeah, Lorraine, yay! Okay, I know I have your customer information, so you don't have to email me, but you just got that bronze butterfly.
That's the giveaway.
Congrats!
For today. And M got the silver and morpho butterfly. Yay!
Yay!
M says, who wouldn't want to stick around? Well, sometimes people get, they go to the bathroom or they want to, get a snack or something.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
So that's happening. All right, so listen
up.
It.
All right, here we go.
All right, my friends. Thank you for joining me on that little adventure with some stones and looking at diamond beads. That was fun. We'll see how well that does. How about on Sunday, we talk about how to use these fine, small hole beads. What do you think about that talk? You think that's something? I'll order. If today's Wednesday, maybe I can head over. That's the thing Asheville needs is a jewelry supply. Because, if I'm out of something, then I'm out of luck. I have to order it. But maybe Cherry Tree has it. I'll find out. I'll head over there tomorrow. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining us. We had a great time. Today we went over some of the things we brought back from Tucson and talked a little bit about how to use some of these stones and some of their and how to identify them. So if you'd like to join us on Sunday, we would love it. We're going to go over, I think, using some of these finer beads. I have these diamonds that I would love to show how to use on earrings. What I usually do, I'll find my samples because my trick is pretty easy, and it's it solves the problem of how to use them. So if you want to see, I'll come up with a few variations. So Sunday we'll do that, and I will have more stones. I know I promised the tanzanite. They're kind of small, and it means it's a lot of restringing. So that's why with all the restringing, I chose the big stuff. Or when I say big stuff, bigger stuff. So I will have, I think tomorrow, I have a few more days to string up and partition out some strands. So if you're interested in that, we will have that ready on Sunday. And we'll probably do it the same way. I don't know how you feel about the dropping them into the website as opposed to the lot. We've had people had a lot of confusion with the lots. And some were saying, hey, it's not fair. I wasn't fast enough. Or, like sending me screenshots of time stamps. And it kind of got a little hairy. So I don't know how y'all feel about this. I feel like it works pretty well. But we're always, looking to improve. So that's today's episode. All right, my friends. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Stay creative. And let's see those pictures in the group, in the Green Girl Studios gang group. All right, friends, we love you out there, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.
Good night, everybody.